A massive beanstalk exploded up through the ground, and countless giants swarmed around it, pressing it down and forcing it to grow toward the human world. They could barely hold themselves together. The taste of humans was all they'd ever wanted, and they were done waiting. It didn't take long before the beanstalk punched through into our realm. Giants poured out of it in an endless stream, hitting the ground one after another. The moment their leader gave the signal, they came charging straight for the castle. I was shouting warnings from the back as loud as I could, but there was no time. The giants were already bursting out of the treeline before anyone could figure out what was happening. They moved faster than war horses, a lot faster. Thankfully the castle wasn't far, and the alarm had already gotten through. The moat was filled with fire oil, and the archers lit it up with flaming arrows the second they had a shot. The wall of fire bought us some breathing room. Once the king made it inside, the soldiers started raising the drawbridge. I made it through at the absolute last second, but the two-headed giant was right on my heels and leaped onto the bridge before it could close. The archers opened up on him immediately, and between the arrows and the flames in the moat below, he lost his footing and went down into the fire. We thought we'd held them off. We were wrong. A massive bell came flying out of nowhere and blew a chunk out of the wall. The drawbridge, barely an inch from closing, got caught by two giant hooks. Outside, the giants were pulling the gates apart with their bare hands. Burning trees came sailing over the walls, and the whole city went up in flames. These things kept finding new ways to break through, and it was becoming pretty clear that if something didn't change, the city was going to fall. The king made the call to send the princess out through a secret passage to go get help from neighboring kingdoms. What nobody saw coming was that the two-headed giant we thought had gone down in the moat had crawled through the waterway and was already inside the castle. He got to the princess before she could get out. I grabbed an axe and threw myself at him. He snatched me right out of the air. I was about to be swallowed whole. I reached into my necklace and pulled out the last magic bean I had left, and I shoved it straight into his mouth. The beanstalk tore out from inside him like nothing I'd ever seen, ripped him completely apart from the inside out. Outside, the gates were already gone. The giants flooded in, ready to collect on everything they'd been waiting for. Then, without any warning, a deafening crash shook the entire palace. A beanstalk exploded up through the floor from inside. Every single giant stopped. One by one, they dropped their weapons and fell to their knees.